Welcome back to another card review. Here we have the Bicycle Odysseys. Yes, they came out in 2021. Just trying to get caught up on some of the common stuff that's out now. Is common the right word? I'm not sure, but there is a lot of great stuff coming out. I'm looking forward to the Frozen deck that hopefully it finds its way to me soon. Basically, what we're saying. So this one looked pretty cool. This is the Odyssey. It's got a nice little compass, a little wayfaring. Some nautical nonsense, if you will. It was closed. Good. Anyways, taking a look at the deck here. The box itself, beautiful. Kind of minimalistic on the back there. On the front, you have the ring with the compass. Beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the Back to the Future deck, which is too far away for me to reach. So, compass is on the side here. Okay, so the first thing I notice is that it's got a boring ad card. Boring. Remember what I said here? We always say that the ad card is for practice. You could throw them away if you wanted to. You could rip them up. If you're going to rip them up for something, use them for practice. I really wish I could get the flicker shot down. There we go. Been practicing for years. Now we just got to get back into the rhythm of it. It's over there now. It's perfect. Okay, so we're back to a regular deck of cards with the white borders, which we absolutely love. It's got an interesting separation here. This deck does feel a little bit thicker than normal. Definitely feels like a thicker deck, yes. The jokers are the compass. One is blue and one is black or a light gray. There is the ace. I'll give you a close-up on these here. Of course, we'll show you in the thumbnail what these look like. These are jumbo cards, and they are stylized. So what I mean by jumbo is they're actually jumbo-sized compared to other pips. And they are stylized court cards. So all the court cards are different. The aces, there's power pips for that one at least. So yeah, these are nice. So they just have a little bit of extra oomph to them. You know what I'm saying? King of Clubs. All the same there. Let's see. Power pip, yep. I mean, it's just the same kind of pattern to it. King, Queen, Jack, how many can you see, right? And, ooh buddy, you know it. A double face card that we almost lost. So, what can we... I keep saying double facer. I'm referring to, of course, the double backer. That's what I mean. Yeah, these are definitely a thicker card. Maybe there's no ink on them, but they're definitely a thicker cut than the standard bike. Or back toward the regular style bike, but I think it's a little thicker than that too. Just giving you an idea of the feel for it is that it's just saying that it's a thicker stock. Which is good and bad from what I understand. If you have a thicker stock, it takes longer to break in the cards, but they last longer. If you have a thinner stock, you can use them out of the box, but of course, wear and tear is going to take a toll on them a lot sooner. Okay, so what kind of trick can we do with these since we got them looking at? We've got the jokers and we've got the double backer. So I guess what we'll do is we'll use the double backer and the jokers to find a card. The first thing we need to do is we need to have a card selected. So we're going to take the jokers face down on top and bottom of the deck, and your card is guaranteed to be in the deck. Little joke there, we're just going to go with, let's say, the 9. The 9, it's the only 9 in the pack, of course. Very slippery. Where's that 9 at? Here we go, the 9 right there. I'm going to take that 9. I'm going to lose it in the center. Okay. But with a quick snap, you'll notice that it is, of course, now still in the center, but the jokers have located one card. Now, what would be great is if your card was actually over here. But of course, for right now, all we have is your card here, right? So now how do we switch it for that card? That's a good question because that card's been sitting there. If you had a double card, that would work. I'm just going through the ideas of like fleshing out an idea. Because the point of what we do here at the end of my card reviews is we inspire magic, right? We just open up a brand new deck. We're talking compass, so navigation. We're talking finding a card, right? We want to find the card. And I think the epitome for this deck, the epithet, the upper echelons of what you would be looking for a trick with the compasses. We didn't do it with the ice deck. We're rolling through them, right? So the compass, what would be the best trick that you could do with that theme? And to me, it's find a card. And find a card in a possible location. Stuff like that would be great. So we got the first part of the effect. Now, if you had, I was just thinking, if you had a second card, that card could be there. And this is what the setup would look like. We did this with the double backer in the last trick. Double backer on top, your card here. Then you're gonna you show that card is, don't show it's a double backer, but show that you didn't flip over two cards. Then you're gonna flip over two cards. And that's there. You don't want this here, but you want, let me think about that again, I misspoke. So you have the double backer. You tell them, I have a special card. This is my compass card that's going to find your card. And then you're going to, that would be the second card down. So you can do a turnover of two cards. You can't really show the card unless you're going to show back to back like that, but you don't want it to flash. So I guess while you're doing this, you can do the get ready, and maybe you can do a simple, so we have the jokers and you're just going to do a top change, putting their card down. However you want to do that without, doing it in the simplest way possible. One of the best ways that I know how to do if the word will come to me right now, top change, is when you're transitioning from side to side for audience, showing like here's this card over here, and then as you come over here, you execute that change by just coming over like that. So now that's going to be their card down there. They haven't seen it. They don't know. I guess that kind of doesn't make sense if you're going from here to show it over here, unless you're kind of turned a little bit from your audience over here because you're focusing down here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take your card. That doesn't make sense. We're going to take your card and we're going to put it right there. So that wasn't terrible because you've already got a card popped up here like this because you spread out the cards like this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take your card and we're going to put it there. It's not clean, but the idea is that you want to execute a change if you're going to go with a two-parter, because you definitely need to have another one of those cards because that's going to be there at the beginning because that's what your card you're going to locate. No, I guess it would work for the setup. So let's go ahead and take a step back. You're still going to have the double backer on top. You're going to have a card selected, and you go through this. This is, I don't remember the name at the moment. I think I learned it from Doug Kahn. So you're going to have a card selected, and that's going to be, you're going to use the jokers to find it. And in this case, we're going to go with, say, the queen of, you make the joke to saying that, the jokers, they can find anything. Yeah, if I snap my fingers, your card's going to be in between them. Well, it's already in between, it's already in the deck. So there's that idea. Then once they select a card as you're going through, you're going to put it there, executing some secret moves. And now what you've done is it's a beautiful little setup because you can spread out the cards here. Just remember that this is your top. So you can create 2 piles here, 2 piles here. It even has a good display. And there's your queen. So let's see if we can do that another way. I actually have, you want to do something. Maybe you execute. Just thinking, spitballing here. I didn't want to go this long with the video, but you're going to execute a move and say, you know what? I actually have a special card right here. Yeah, I've got a compass card. This compass card, it's going to help us locate your card. So we're going to leave it there for a second, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do. Maybe you shouldn't have done the Joker thing. Maybe you do any other. It's an ambitious card, right? So you do anything else. Now you can execute this if you want to do it a little bit differently. You can't really find. Well, we've already done that. We've already established that. So now what you need to do. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. But that's not going to work except for. Oh wait, let me see if I can. Okay. So here's how it'd look. Okay. So once again, we're going to use the Jokers. I'm going to take our 2 Jokers here, and we're going to see if we can find your card. Let's see here. Shift this card over. It's been a little bit since I've done that. Spitballing, like I said, your card is going to come over to here. It's not quite in the right position. On screen. Well, that looked kind of cool, but that's not what we're going for. This is a move that I learned from Jason Marr. It's a pop move. Supposed to be able to do it with one hand, but my fingers aren't really working right now. And we're just. This is the end of the video. If you're watching this, you're one of the good ones. Anyway, let's fast forward this because I haven't practiced this enough. Basically, you want to pop it out, keeping that card hidden. You can add this sequence in where they knew their card was on top. You just place it on top. However you want to do it. Obviously, it's not their card. And then you can pretend to shoot this card. Something like that. It jumps over here. Pops out there. It's called the Clingy Club Sandwich. The idea is to take that routine and add a little bit of special oomph to it, some extra to it, maybe a little mayo on the side. I don't know. Either way, the idea here is that you now have. Wait a second. Here are your Jokers, but you have the double backer here, and now their card is over here. We got there. It took a little bit. I wasn't trying to teach anything with that. That's kind of like what my brain, this little bit of magic theory that I'm trying to add back into our card reviews. So for anybody who watches these full videos, not only are you getting a deck review, but you're also getting a little bit of extra magic thrown into the mix. So either way, this is a fantastic deck, and remember, it is a little bit thicker, and there's a lot of fun that you can do with these. And of course, if you ever wanted to share your magic with me, just go ahead and link down below to your stuff, and I will watch it. I will watch anything and everything that I can get my hands on. Thank you, everybody, and remember, stay positive, stay active, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.